I left him without a word, but I watched everything fall apart. I didn't leave him because I stopped loving him. I left because I couldn't keep loving someone who was slowly forgetting how to see me. There was no big fight. No betrayal. Just a slow erosion, like ocean waves against stone. He still brought home groceries. Still asked how my day was. But his eyes didn't light up when I entered the room. His smile didn't reach all the way anymore. We'd become polite strangers who shared a bed. So one morning, I packed a bag. Left the keys on the counter. And walked out while he was still asleep. The watching. I didn't vanish. I just disappeared from his sight. I moved across town. Took a job in a bookstore. Changed my number, but not completely. I left one window open. Social media. He never blocked me. Never deleted photos. Just stopped posting. So I watched. 4 weeks. Then months. At first, he looked fine. Confused, maybe. But functioning. Then came the unshaven photos. The friends are posting, hope you're good, man. Then nothing. And that silence? It scared me more than anything. The guilt. I told myself I did the right thing. That people grow apart. That sometimes walking away is the kindest act. But late at night, I heard his voice in my head. Are we okay? He asked me that a few nights before I left. I lied. I smiled and said, of course. And in doing so, I took away his right to prepare for heartbreak. That's the part one regret most. Not leaving. But how? The letter I never sent. I wrote him a letter. Pages and pages. Explaining everything. The numbness. The loneliness. The way I felt like a ghost in our home. How I tried to speak up but didn't know how. How every conversation felt like a risk I couldn't afford. How I still loved him. But not the version of him who forgot how to love me back. I folded the letter. Put it in an envelope. And never mailed it. Because it was no longer about being understood. It was about finally understanding myself. The call. Almost a year later, my phone rang. An unknown number. I answered. It was him. He didn't yell. He didn't beg. He just said, I think I finally get it. And I cried. Because closure is never clean. It's jagged. Late. Incomplete. But sometimes, it's enough. We talked for hours. Laughed. Remembered. Apologized. Not to fix things. But to honor them. Because what we had mattered. Even if it didn't last. The afterwards. We never got back together. We didn't need to. Sometimes, love ends softly. With respect. With grief. With time. And in its place, something else grows. Not bitterness. But memory. He married a few years later. I met someone new. But every now and then, I drive by our old street. Just once. I never stop. But I slow down. Because part of me will always live in that house. In the space between the person I was. And the one I had to become to walk away.